Welcome back to Banished North 7. My name's Ashantin and I am going to show you what I've got here. If I look at the map, I've got Plympia of all the names. It's lowland. I've gone for a large terrain, climate fair, disasters on, Ironman off, and I'm going with the seafarer starting conditions, which is a bit harder than my normal start. So this is what I'm starting with. All right, and let's resume the game. I've got it paused and I'm just looking at this map. Now I'm started quite close to a river, which is helpful. And what we start with, let's have a look at this. We start with only 6 people, 3 children. We've got 8 tools, that's not many, 160 food. This is not much to start with. Now, you may see here that what we've got is a bag. We've got 53 barley, we've got some iron bars, wool tunics and tools. We've got another bag here with barley, iron tools, iron bars. I think that's 2 bags. I'm looking at the route to the river. And what I like is that there's no bogland, I don't think, between me and the river. Food, shelter, warmth are the key things with this. So what I'm going to look at, first of all, is this food here. And it may be odd, I can't make this fishing pier yet, but what I want to do is to get it sighted. Where's the red bit? There. Right. Now, I want the most fish, the most water I can get. Right, so we're going to put 1 fishing pier there, but I'm not going to build it yet. I can't build it yet. I haven't got tar. And I want a 2nd fishing pier. Will that go further out? It won't. Yeah, those don't overlap. That's better. Right, so I'm going to put that not to build, but the 2nd fishing pier there. Now I'm going to look at my people. And the first thing I want to do is to put 2 builders in. I'm going to put 2 fishermen in. 1, 2. There we go. And I also want a map. Let's take a small map and we will have it up here. We're going to have a very long, thin settlement, guys. And then I also want the event log. And at the moment, nothing has happened. Now, you won't believe it, but this is spring. We're not starting in midwinter. This is spring in the north. Now, I've worked out where the fishermen go. Let me now go to this tool, which is a removal tool, and you've got a lot of food here. And there are fishing spots here. So I'm going to put 1, see, it's smaller than the pier. I'm going to put 1 there. And then I'm going to put another one I want to pin that, yeah, then I know. And then here I want another one in here that doesn't overlap. So basically I've got my fisher people right next. So I've got 2 fishermen and they're right next to where I'm going to have the fishing piers. Right, now, so we don't want to do too much in terms of roads, but the food is over here and the storage is over here. So every time they want food, they're going to kind of have to come all the way over here. So I am going to do 1 road to start with that will go right the way to there. Now there's a little bit of stone here that we want, so we will put in a stockpile. And I think what I'm going to... This is a false move, perhaps. Let's see if we can get the... We need to get a sheep run in. We may not build that immediately. I don't want to build it too big to start with. See, now we're in Bogland. Let's build it there. Just hold on to that for the minute. That's probably one of the first things we'll build. But I just want to make sure I can get a sheep run in. So, this fisherman here, they will need houses. Houses are essential. Now, we could build a goatee, which is 9 wood and 1 stone. Or we could build a turf house, which is 18 wood. Now, I'm going, because this is very early in game, I'm going to build this very close. Where's that? I could do with another. I do like having roads. It's awful, but it just helps. Let's just work out where this road will come. Doesn't have to be huge. Right, okay. Now, homes, a goatee. We want this. Actually, let's start with storage. So I'm going around in circles here, guys. Tiny shed. 8 and 2. That's perfect. And what we'll do is, if we put this shed in, right, that will help, because every time they catch a fish, they will run all the way back here and then back here. So it's terribly inefficient to do this. So let's come into the homes and let's put a goatee there, and that will make that more efficient. All right. Now the goatee is 9 and 1. Okay. Let's build that log shed to start with. Let's build that goatee to start with. Right. Now we'll do the same up here. We're going to put in what we could do is to put a road down here. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me just see if I build a turf house. I want to get one in there. Yeah, that'll be fine. So if we take a road that goes there, and I want these boulders anyway. I wish I could stop them making roads, but I can't. Yeah, that's fine. That's enough. And then what we'll do is we will put in there another shed. Tiny. They just don't, you know, they just need to be somewhere where they're not running all the way back here to store it. And then a house there. Now I'm going to put that shed on hold, but we will build the goatee. That gives the fishermen somewhere to live close to here. We know we've got 6 people, so what we'll do is we will put in another goatee here. We're going to need, before we do anything, goatee. Let's just think about this. So you want them fairly close to there. That'd be 3 goatees. Let's put a hold on that till we've got the other 2 built. As long as we've got 1 built, then they've got somewhere to shelter. Now that might be too far away. I'm hoping not. Right, food, shelter, but before they do anything else, I want them to remove all resources from somewhere close to here. They're going to need wood. You don't want them to take too much. and wood. Let's make sure we've got the wood allocated. Yeah, okay. And then we will need a stockpile. And I think see, we're going to be building here, so the best place to start the stockpile is there. Now their food is here, their stockpile is here, their homes are going to be here. So this is a bit of a problem. That's why I'd like the road in. Let's see whether that works. Right, now we're running at 1, which is very slow. Let's go up to 2. I don't want it to get away from me, but 5 is going to be a little bit easier to start with. Now we should have 2 fisher people. Are you going to start fishing? You are. Excellent. Now while we're doing that, let's have a look. Do we have anything we can hunt? It's because if you come in here, there's a hunting area. Now I don't want them to go too far because they will die, but let's just put a hunter there and let's allocate a hunter. The reserve of stone is low. Okay, right, they are collecting it. What have we got? 1 boulder, 1 iron ore and 8 stones, and they're building a goatee and a log shed. Right, okay, 2 labourers, 2 builders. Right, okay, see, they're coming back here for food. Every time they do something, they have to come back here for food, which is not ideal. Log shed's been built. Good, that will immediately make this hunter more efficient. The goatee, we need logs, and they've got the stones, so there's more logs to collect. Harvest those trees there and those trees there. Okay, let's get at least 1 shelter up. And then the next thing we will build is the other log shed. Seven of 9. Just hold on, let's get this complete. The reserve of wood is low, yes, but we're going to collect some wood, aren't we? That's been built. Right, we've got some people living in it. Good. Right, have we got a hunter? I need a hunter. Right, log shed, build, and the other goatee we want. So already you see they should be storing fish in here. I bet they're putting it in here. Here we go. Reserve of wood is low. Right, cut some more trees. I don't want to take all the trees. I just want to take some of them. You're cold. Right. Let's get this other goatee built. That log shed's been done. Good. Right, let's get some firewood. Any firewood? Right. Need some more logs. Got some lined up to be cut there. This seems to be a good area to cut. So we've got 2 builders, 1 labourer. Got 6 people, 3 people are still homeless. This goatee, 7 9s want stones. Ah, here we go. Being built. And then everybody, I hope, will be homed. Right. There we are. All right. Good. Coming up for completion. Yeah. Good. We've got everybody homed. They're hungry. So let us we've got wild food. Let's harvest wild food. There's one there. Oh my goodness, not much. One there, but it's something. All right, we've got a hunter over here. It's a long way away. All right, let's get this sheep run up and going. Okay. Right. They're still short of food. Right, let's take a builder down. Let's have more people. Can we find any more wild food? Is that hunter doing his or her thing? That hunting has run out, so we need to take the hunter out of there and find something to hunt. Hunting is really good if you can find any game. And there is very little game here. So what we need to do is to put another fishing spot in. All right, and we'll put another fisherman in. Farmer, let's have another fisher. Okay, good. Now we've got 5 food, which is very, very low. I want some animals to come through. Harvest wild food, good. 1 labourer, 1 builder, another fisherman. What do you not? Oh, you're the hunter, aren't you? Let's take you out of hunting for the time being till I find somewhere to hunt. Okay. 6 people, 3 children, still. Right. I have no idea what we've got left here. These bags. Iron tools, wool tunics. Blueberries, right. Okay, they're bringing in some of the wild food. Food is down to 0. Yep, they're eating it as they do it. Sheep run. Right, we need to put sheep in here, and we need to put somebody in there to get the sheep corralled. And that's going to take some time. That's going to be someone who's pretty useless to start with. And we need to put a farmer in. I think that, yeah, I put somebody in there. They're a herdsman. That's right. Herdsman. Yeah. So we've got 3 fishing, 1 looking after the sheep, 1 gatherer, 1 builder. We don't need that builder at the moment. We need you to go and gather any wild food you can find. There's some there, I can see it. Some there. Mushrooms, good. The sheep are getting corralled. I'm not sending them far, guys. All right, this I would like to. I would actually want the food over here. What have they got in the inventory? Blueberries, firewood, trout. Good. They're going to need some more firewood too. Let's do that. Okay, let's see if we can build up a bit. Got 28 food. It's December. Right. Now, you've got children coming here. I would very much like to build a turf house because they are much better than the others. See if we can just get the stuff for that together. But in the meantime, what I do want to do is if I come down to resources, now a tar kiln. I just want to build 2 tar. Now these things are horrid. They have a really big black circle. So I'm going to put it slightly out of the way here. and that takes 12 stones and a log. But if I can move these into proper fishing piers, everything will be a lot more efficient. Right, 2 labourers, and let's wait till they've got the things there, then we'll see how we're doing. Yeah, okay, so the sheep got 8 of 22, that's fine. Let's just have a look for some more wild food, see if there's anything else we haven't spotted. What's that? That's a gatherer's shelter. That would be nice. Would be good. Fact. No. That's quite a long way away. They used to be very inefficient, but they're much better now. But what I would prefer is a hunting cabin. A hunting camp, yeah. Now, is it better to hunt to the south? I think it's better to hunt to the north. Yeah, there seem to be quite a lot of animals in this region. Let's build a hunting cabin to start with. Good. The reserve of wood is low. Okay, well, let's cut a bit of wood. In fact, we have wood over here. I don't want to take all the wood at once. I'll just take some that's close, because I want it to regrow, and if you take it all out, you've got problems. So I don't have fuels. I've got 2 labourers, and what I'm going to do is, there's some peat here. I'm just going to take a bit of this peat because this is a good early game fuel, and then I'm just going to allocate a peat cutter, and that will give them a bit of fuel. We're now into April. Got 1 labourer, we've got 3 fishermen, and I would like to put a hunter there. So I'm going to take one of the fishermen out and put him as a hunter. And then I'm going to put the labourer as a builder, just to get this hunting camp built. The builder's building that kiln, lovely. Just hold on to you for a minute. Now go and build the hunting camp. This hunter, can you see, he's up here, and he is killing stuff, but he has to come all the way down here to store it. And we want to take a bit of road, only I want some stocks from here. I could take the road that way, I think. So what I would like to do is to do that. Take the road up to there and along to there, then he can store easily. Now we've got a hunting camp, so how's this hunting bit going here? He's still pulling at these hunting areas, so this one, the hunter there, how much has he got? 32 chicken. Yes, these are very, very efficient. So I think what we might do is come back down here. We've got the peat cutter, so they're actually cutting away at the peat, and they should be storing it in here. Nope. Have you got peat? No. You're storing it in there? No. I don't know where they store the peat. Right. You're cold and you're a peat cutter. I think we need firewood, not peat. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay. Now I believe that if these have got yellow flags on to show that they're done, I believe one of the things they have said is that we can use the removal tool. Remove roads. This one. So we could turn that. Is that what it happens? No. Right. Alright. Let's just do that. Now we've got a builder who's not building anything. Let's turn them into a labourer. Alright. Cheap one's doing well. Right, we've had a child. That's going to make it even harder. Harder. So let's take the hunter. This bit of hunting is finished. I want the hunter in there. So let's take the hunter out. This one I want to cancel. Where are you? Okay, right, let's put hunter in there. 1 of 3. And we've got one. We should have a hunter in here. Ah, it's this one I was looking at. Stop hunting there. And then he'll go into the hunting cabin. Right, and they have a food limit there. Okay. Children are 10. They leave home at about 15, 16, I think. Good. Now we've got a tar kiln. We've got 10 foods. So we've got hunting going. Wow, he's not finding anything there. Yeah, go and see. We're very short on animals. Are they over on this side? I don't want to build bridges at this point. Alright. Let's get rid of that. And that. And that. And that. Okay. This is going to be inefficient because he doesn't have storage. So we need to build a little bit of storage. There. Okay. And let's get that 8 logs, 2 stones. How are we doing? We've got plenty of stones. We've got 44 peat there, so they can use that for fuel, I hope. Right, so that peat cutter is actually doing what they should be doing, which is getting the fuel in. Somebody doesn't know what they're doing. That's the peat cutter. Stop. Right, so now this is going to spawn, I think, quite a bit of food. If we have a look at harvest wild food, yeah, trees give wild food. So what would be good up here would be a gatherer's hut. And then we need to get as many trees in this area as we can. So let's have a look here at a gatherer's hut. Yeah, that's a hunting camp. We've got one of those. You need a gatherer's hut because they collect firewood as well, and they have been made more efficient. It was one of the things that you wouldn't put in to start with, but they have been made a lot more efficient. See, I can't put there because of the peat. I want to cover as much of this wood as possible, and I want it close. Yeah, that will do. Okay, let's get that gatherer's shelter built as well as the log shed, and then I think we want a house up here. Okay, and this, so let's see what we can do first. All right, that peat cutter has finished whatever peat he or she is cutting, but I think what we will do is, because it's providing us with fuel, let's keep going on this peat cutting. Fuel is low, yeah, go and cut some more peat. In fact, let's just collect the firewood first. All right, and then we will, let's look at the peat cutting, yeah, and get the peat in. Good. Difficult to find where the peat is sometimes. Patience, patience, patience. There we go. How's food? We've only got 12 food. Right, you have a go on that. All right. Now, I don't want to cut any logs from here anymore. So are we short of logs? No, we've got the logs. We have a tar kiln. We've got 2 fishermen going. How are we doing here? And we're starting to get wool. Good. That's a plus. Right, reserve of fuel is low, reserve of wood is low. Yeah, we've got the peat cutter working away on that. Now we've got 45 stones, 3 boulders. Let's look at whether we could put in a thingstead. It will help us enormously if we can. Thingstead. Right. That would be very, very helpful. I think we should do that, but not yet. Right, let's just get 2 tar going. So, I've got a stock breeder now. I can do without, for just a small time, I can do without a stock breeder. So I want to put this person in to make some tar. I'm just swapping them around a bit. We have no food. It's February. The reserve of fuel is low. The reserve of food is low. Are you getting anything in here? 16 chicken. Right. We've got a labourer. And I actually want that labourer to collect food. That's the most important thing. No food there. No food there. It's the end of winter. Right, okay. So we need to build this. Have we got any tar? Wait a minute, do we have to, does tar need from firewood? They don't have the firewood for the tar. Right. Then we need to harvest some trees. In fact, what we need to do is to collect firewood. Let's collect firewood. Most important thing at the moment. Right, go and collect firewood. Good. Okay. Let's just get that in. I just need 2 tar. And then I could build these docks and that would be more efficient. Right. Got a child of 11 there. Okay, I think what we'll do is we will take the peat cutter out, have 2 labourers and a builder. Let's do it that way. And then where they've cut the peat, we can take it out. Yeah. Good. So we've survived our start. Let's see if we can progress from here.